Hello everyone, welcome to my new video. In this video I'm gonna show you how to create this in After Effects. Let's start. Okay guys, welcome back. I will add the vector link and project file link in my description below. You can check it from there. So first let's start with locking our background because we will not change it. And firstly let's start with pen behinds. Let's select first one, go to solo and press Y to select the pen behind and move the anchor point to here and go on solo, and the second one, move it to here. Okay, now let's select the hand left firstly, go to solo and move it to here and select the gift. Let's hold Ctrl and move it to the down to here and go on solo. And let's keep the lines like this and also the boxes. Okay, now let's select the arm right and go to solo and move it to here. Let's change the name to arm left. It was my mistake. And the hand right, let's move it to here. And the arm right, let's move it to down. And select the hand right, let's link it to arm right. Okay, now let's select this one and move the anchor point to the down. And this gift. And this one's. Also select this gift and let's link it to box 2. And select this key, let's move it to the down. And the glows, let's move it one to here and the next one to here. And the red box, let's move it to down. And this gift, let's move it to the center. We can animate it. And this one, hold Ctrl, move it to down. And this decoration, let's move it to top. And the bell, and move this one to here. And this one, let's move it to the up. Let's hold Ctrl, move to up. And the last part, let's move it to the top. And lastly, let's select this gift and move it to here. Nice. It's already done. Now we can start to give animation to it. So firstly, I'm gonna start with these hands. So right mouse and create a new null object and hold Ctrl, double click to pen behind to move the anchor point to the center. And let's move this one to here. Now let's move this null object to the down. Let's see. Okay, we can put it here. Now let's rename it to hand controller. Okay, now let's select this arm left and let's link it to hand controller. Also let's type a price for that because we will change it. For that let's press Ctrl T and let's just click to here and let's write a $sign and our price. Let's zoom out a little bit and select the text. Let's change the scale of it. And let's make it black. Click OK. Let's change the scale a little bit more. OK. And go to selection tool and let's move it to here. Let's select this price and delete it. And select this price. Let's change a little bit scale. And move it to here. And hold Ctrl, double click to here to move the anchor point to the center. Okay, nice. Now let's select this buy and price and these layers and let's link it to phone. And select the phone, let's link it to hand controller. And select the hand left, let's link it to arm left. Okay, nice. Now let's see it. Nice. Okay, now let's go to first second and make position keyframe and go to the first keyframe. Let's move it to the down. Select keyframes, make them easy and go to graph editor. Let's change the graph like this. Let's see. Nice. And then select this arm right. Let's go to here and press R. Make rotation keyframe. Let's hold shift and press P as well and make position keyframe. Let's go back 10 keyframe with holding shift and page up and change rotation like this and move it to down. Select keyframes and make them easy and go to graph editor. Let's change the graph like this. Let's see. Okay, now we can change some rotation keyframes. Let's go to here and make static keyframe for both keyframes and go to here. Let's move it to the right and a little bit to the down. And go to 10 keyframe with holding shift and page down. And move to the left and a little bit to the down. Select the last 2 keyframes, move them to the right and go to 10 keyframe again. Let's move it like this and move it to here and go to 10 keyframe again. Let's make it -4 and go to 10 keyframe again. Let's move these keyframes to here. Now select the position keyframes. Let's right mouse, go to keyframe interpolation and change it to linear. Click OK. Let's see. And select this position keyframe. Let's copy it and paste for this position as well. Let's preview it. Okay, as you can see, there's some problems with the keyframes. Like it's not smooth. Let's select keyframes and go to graph editor. As you see, the graph is kind of different. So to fix that, let's go to back keyframes and select keyframes, right mouse and make them easy again. Let's see now. Okay, nice. And also let's give animation to this gift box. And let's select it and press S. Let's make a scale keyframe and let's uncheck here. Let's change the scale like this and change this one to 80 and go to 10 keyframe. Let's make it 85 and this one 115 and go to 10 keyframe again. Let's make it 110 and make this one 90. Go to 10 keyframe again. Let's make it 95 and this one 105 and go one more time. Let's make both of them 100. Now select keyframes and make them easy, or you can press F9 for that. Let's see. Okay, nice. Firstly, let's select these lines because I don't want all of them to be here. Let's select this line 4 and 5. Let's move them to the right and select this line 1. Let's go to here, find the timing, press S, make scale keyframe and click to here. Let's change this one to 0 and go to 10 keyframe. Let's make it 110 and go one more time. Let's make it 95 and one more time. Let's make it 100. Now select keyframes, make them easy. And let's hold out. Let's move them to the left a little bit. Select keyframes, let's copy them with Ctrl C and let's paste for these 3 lines. Let's see. Okay, nice. Also let's select this box 4 and let's move it to the right as well. And select this 3 box, go to window and animation composer 3. Also if you don't have animation composer 3, you can check the description below. I will add the link how to get it. And then go to starter presets, open transitions to the layer and open the overshot scale and click to in. Let's close the window and move them to the right. And let's make them like this. Let's see. Nice. Also select the text, go to animation composer 3 again, open the starter presets and open transitions text layer and animate characters. Let's use this one and click to in. Let's close the window and move it to the right. We can maybe move it to the left to make it more fast. Or maybe a little bit to the right. Let's see now. Nice. Now let's make a switch animation for this box. Okay, now select the arm right and let's go to 10 keyframe and let's move it to here, to the gift. And also change the rotation a little bit like this. And as you see, there is some problem with the hand. So to fix that, let's go to pen tool and let's make a line like this. Now let's connect them and enable the fill and go to fill color, and let's use the eyedropper to make the same color as this one. Click OK, and let's fix this area. Okay, nice. Now let's move this shape layer to the down, and let's link it to arm right. Let's see now. And let's change rotation a little bit like this and move it to here. Let's see how it looks like. Okay, and make the rotation like this and go to 10 keyframe. Let's change the rotation like that and go to 10 keyframe again. Let's keep it like this and move it to the down. Let's see. Okay, let's select this position keyframe and let's paste for this one as well. Let's see again. And then select the hand right. Let's press R, make rotation keyframe, and let's change rotation to 3 or maybe 4 and go to 10 keyframe. Let's make it -2 and go to 10 keyframe. Let's make it 0. Select keyframes, make them easies. Let's see again. Okay, let's go to here and select the arm right. Let's move it like this and go to 10 keyframe. Let's make it 16 and go to 10 keyframe again. Let's make it 20. Let's see again. Okay, select the last 3 keyframes. Let's hold out and move to the left. Let's see again. Okay, also let's fix it for this hand right. For that, let's delete this keyframe and also this one. Let's go to here and let's make it -3 and go to 10 keyframe. Let's make it +2 and go to here. Let's make it 0. Let's see full again. Okay, nice. Now it's time to make a timing for this gift. For that, let's select this gift and go to here. Let's press P, make position keyframe and go to 10 keyframe. Let's move it to the left. And select keyframes, make them easies and go to graph vector. Let's make the graph like this. Let's see. Okay, we can move it to the left a little bit more. Okay, now let's select this gift and let's go to here and let's duplicate it with Ctrl D and press U again. Let's delete these keyframes and select the position keyframes. Let's move them to the right and let's do the same again. Let's duplicate it and press U, select keyframes and move them to the right. Okay, nice. Now let's see it. We can move it to the left a little bit more. And let's move this one to the right. Let's see. Okay, select this keyframe, press Ctrl C. And let's paste for this one. Let's see again. Okay, select keyframes, go to graph vector. Let's change the graph like this. Let's see. Nice. And select this position keyframe. Let's press Ctrl C. And let's paste for this one. And select this position. And let's paste for gift 3. Let's see. Okay, but for now let's move it to the right because we're not using. And select these keyframes. Let's paste for gift 2. Let's see. Okay, nice. Let's select these keyframes, go to here, and let's paste for gift 3 as well. And select this gift 3, let's move it to here, or maybe to here. Let's see now. Okay, nice. Now let's go to shape tool, and let's make a shape like this. Okay, and let's move it to the down, to here. And let's rename it to font screen. And let's select these gifts. And let's pre-compose them to the gifts. Okay, as you can see, we can see them in composition. So let's double click to this precompose and right mouse, create a new null object. And let's select this gifts. Let's link it to null object. Select this null object and let's move it to the up. Let's see here. Okay, we can move it to a little bit to the up. Let's see again. Okay, also select this phone screen and let's link it to phone. And let's duplicate this phone screen and move it to the up. Select this gifts and go to track matte and change it to alpha matte phone screen. Let's see now. Okay, let's go back to gifts and select this gift tool. Let's press U and go to here. Let's move it to the right a little bit. And select the GIF 3 as well. Let's press U and let's copy this keyframe and paste for this GIF 3. Let's see. Okay, nice. Maybe we can move them to the down a little bit more like this. So it will look more better. Yeah, now let's make hand animation again. Let's see the timings. Okay, we can make one on here. So let's select these keyframes. Let's press Ctrl C and go to here and press Ctrl V. Let's see. Okay, also select this rotation keyframes. Go to here and let's paste them. Let's see. Okay, nice. Now we have to make a timing. So let's go to gifts and select these keyframes. Let's move them to the right like this. Let's see. Nice. And go back to precompose again and let's delete these keyframes because we don't need them. Let's see it fully. Okay, as you can see also there is some problem with the gifts. So let's go here and select these gifts and let's link them to phone. Let's see again. Nice. Okay, now let's go here and select these lines and let's go to edit and let's click to split layer. And let's delete these ones and select line 2 and line 1. Let's press Ctrl D and let's move them to the up. And let's move them to here. Let's see the timing. We can move them to the left a little bit more. Let's see. Let's select them and press U so we can see the keyframes. Let's see now. Okay, this one is good. Also select this box and go to edit and click to split layer. Now let's delete these ones and select box 1 and box 2. Let's press Ctrl D and move them to the up. And let's move them to here. Let's see. Okay, let's move them like this. Let's see now. And select these ones, move them to the right. Let's see. Nice. Also go to here and select the text and split it as well. And let's delete this one. Select the text and let's press Ctrl D and move it to the right. And go to here. Let's press Ctrl D and change the price to $11.99. Let's see. Okay, nice. And then go to here. Let's change the durations as well. And select this box. Let's move them to the left. And these lines. Nice. Let's see. Okay, we can make an animation for the last one. So for that, let's select this gray 1, 2 and 3. Let's duplicate them and move them to the up to here. And let's move them to the right to here. And change the durations of them. Let's see. Okay, also select this gray 4 and go to window and open the animation composer 3. Open the starter presets and let's use overshot scale. Let's close it and move it to the right. Let's see. Okay, nice. Also select this text and let's duplicate it as well. Let's move it to the right and change the duration of it and press Ctrl T And let's change this one's price to $13.99. Let's see again. Okay, nice. And lastly, let's select this line 1, 2 and 3. Let's duplicate them and move them to here. And to the right, press U so we can see the keyframes. Let's move it to here. And change the duration of them. And select the keyframes of this one. Let's paste for this lines. Let's see. Okay, and then go back to gifts and let's search for hue saturation and let's use on this gift too. Let's go here and change the channel control to yellows, and from here let's open the colorize and let's change the color of it like this, and let's copy this effect with Ctrl C and paste for gift 3 and change this one. Let's make it blue like this. Let's see. Okay, nice. And now let's make a static keyframe for arm right position and go to 10 keyframe. Let's move it to the right and to the up like this and change the rotation like this and go to 10 keyframe. Let's move it like this and go to 10 keyframe again. Let's change it to 24 or maybe 20 and go to 10 keyframe again. Let's make it 18 and then go 10 keyframe. Let's make it 19. Let's see. Okay, select keyframes. Let's hold Alt and move them to the left. Let's see again. Okay, select these keyframes and move them to the right. And let's copy this 2 keyframes and let's paste to here. Let's see again. Okay, nice. Now we can make a button animation. Let's select the button and press S. Let's make a scale keyframe and go to 10 keyframe. Let's make it 95 or maybe 90 and go to 10 keyframe again. Let's make it 100. Select keyframes, make them easies and hold Alt, move them to the left. Let's see. Okay, select keyframes, move them to the right a little bit. Let's see again. Select keyframes, hold Alt, move them to the left again and move it to here. Okay, select keyframes and move them to here and hold Alt, move them to the left again. Nice, let's see again. Now it's time to make an animation for these ones. So for that, let's select the background one and go to here. Let's select the 1 and 2. Let's go to window and mesh composer 3 and open the starter presets and go to here and let's use the overshot scale. Press to in and let's go to here. Let's see. And let's move them to the right a little bit. Let's move them to the left and select this one, move it to the right. Nice. Now let's find this layers and move them to down to here and right mouse, let's pre-compose them to gift 1 and let's link them to this background one. Let's see. Let's go inside this gift 1. Let's see the timing. Okay, and select this box, press P and let's make position keyframes for both of them and go to the right and move them to the up. Select keyframes, let's make them easies and go to graph vector. Let's select here and move it to the right. Let's see. Okay, select keyframes and move them to the left. Let's see. Nice. Now let's zoom a little bit and go to 3 keyframes with page down. Let's move them to the left a little bit. And this one as well. And go to 3 keyframe again. 1, 2, 3. And let's copy these keyframes and paste them. Select keyframes, right mouse, go to keyframe interpolation and change current settings to linear and click OK. Let's see. Nice. Also select these gifts and go to here. Let's press P, make position keyframe and go to 3 keyframe. Let's move them to the up and go to 3 keyframe again. Let's select this keyframe, press Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Let's make keyframes easy. Let's see. Okay, let's do the same for this gift too. Press P, make position keyframe, go to 3 keyframe, and let's move it to the up and go to 3 keyframe again. Let's copy this keyframe, press Ctrl C and Ctrl V and make them easy. Let's see. Nice. Now let's select this background, let's duplicate it and move it to the up. And let's change this gift track matte to alpha matte the background. Select this gift and press S and go to pen behind and move the anchor point to here. And let's change the scale a little bit. Let's see now. Okay, let's go to gifts and let's move this layer to the right. Let's see. Let's see here. Maybe we can move them to the left a little bit. Let's see again. Nice. Now let's select these layers. And let's move them to the down. To here. And select these layers. Let's pre-compose them as well. Let's rename them to gift2. And let's double click to here. Let's make an animation for them. So for that, let's create a new null object and let's move it to here and hold Ctrl, double click to here and select these gloves. Let's link them to null object. Select this null object, press P, make position keyframe. Let's go to 10 keyframe and move it to the right and go to 10 keyframe again. Let's copy the first keyframe, press Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Select keyframes, make them easy and hold Alt, click to here to make an expression. Go to property and click to loop out. Let's see. Okay, it's kind of fast, so select keyframes and hold Alt, move them to the right. Let's see again. Let's go back to main composition and see it here. Okay, select this gift 2 and let's link it to background 2. And select the background 2, let's duplicate it and move it to the up. And select gift 2, let's change the track matte to alpha matte the background 2. Let's see again. Okay, select the gift 2 and let's move it to the up a little bit to here. Let's see again. Nice. Now let's make animation for these gifts as well. Let's select these gifts and let's move them to the down to here. Okay, let's right mouse them and go to pre-compose and let's rename them to gift 3 and double click to here again. Let's go to here and select the red box, press P, go to first, second, make position keyframe. Actually, let's do the same for all of them. And go to first, second, let's move them to the up. And select keyframes, let's make them easy and go to graph vector. Let's change the graph like this. Let's see. Okay, and go to 3 keyframe. And let's move all of them to the up a little bit. And go 3 keyframe again. Let's copy the first keyframes of all the gifts. Now select keyframes, go to keyframe interpolation and change current settings to linear. Click OK. Let's see. Okay, let's move them to the right to make it randomly. Now go back to main composition and select the background 3. Let's duplicate it and move it to the up. Select the gift 3. And let's change the track matte to alpha matte the background 3. Let's see. Okay, now let's select GIF 3, go to pen behind, and move the anchor point to here. And let's change the scale a little bit, so we can see it. And move it to the down. Let's see. Nice. Also select the GIF 3 and let's link it to background 3. Now let's make an animation for these layers. Let's move them to here. Okay, and let's pre-compose them. Let's rename them to gift 4. Let's double click to here and select gift. Press S. Let's make a scale keyframe and click to here. Let's change this one to 80 and this one 120. And go to 10 keyframe. Let's replace them with each other. And go to 10 keyframe again. Let's copy this keyframe, press Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Select keyframes, make them easies, and hold out, click to here to make a loop animation, and click to here again. Go to property and click to loop out. Let's click to here and select keyframes, hold out, move them to the right. Let's see. Okay, maybe we can move them to the left a little bit to make it fast. Let's see. Okay, a little bit more. Let's see now. Okay, nice. Now select this decor and press R, make rotation keyframe. Let's make it like this and go to 10 keyframe. Let's change it plus 15 and go to 10 keyframe again. Let's copy this keyframe, press Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Select keyframes, make them easies. And hold out, let's click to here to make an expression. Go to property and click to loop out. Let's see. Okay, it's kinda fast. So select keyframes and hold out, move them to the right. Let's see now. Now let's go back to main composition and select the background 4. Let's duplicate it and move it to the up. Let's change the GIF 4 track matte to alpha matte background 4. Okay, select the GIF 4, go to pen behind and move the anchor point to here. Let's change the scale a little bit so we can see it. Let's see. Nice. And lastly, let's select these layers and let's move them to down to here, and right mouse, let's pre-compose them to gift 5. Let's double click to here and select the 3 layers, go to Window and Mesh Composer 3 and open the starter presets. Let's open transitions to the layer and let's use overshot scale. Let's close here and let's move them right. Let's see. And we can move these ones to the right a little bit to make it smoothly. Let's see. Nice. Also let's go to Window and Mesh Composer 3 again. Open the starter presets and let's animate these ones as well. These layers, and let's use overshot on them as well. And click to in. Let's close it. Okay, now we have to find the timing. Okay, let's select these ones. Let's move it to the right. And this one as well. Let's move it to here. And this one. Let's move it like this. Now go to here. Let's select this circle, move it to here, and this one. Let's move it like this. And lastly, this last circle. Let's make it like that. Also go to here, move it to here. Let's see. Okay, let's go to gift 4 composition and select this rotation keyframes, press Ctrl C and go back to gift 5. And let's use for this bell. Let's press Ctrl V. Press U. Let's copy this keyframe and paste for this one. And go to here. Let's move this keyframe to here and select the last keyframe. Press Ctrl C and Ctrl V. And go to the last keyframe. Let's copy this first keyframe and paste for the last keyframe. Let's see. Nice. And select this GIF box. Let's go to here and press P, make position keyframe, and go to first second. Let's move it to the up, like this. Select keyframes, make them easy. Go to graph editor And let's move this one to the right. Let's go to back again and go to this keyframe, go to 3 keyframe as well. Let's move it to the up and go to 3 keyframe again. Let's copy this keyframe, press Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Select keyframes, right mouse, go to keyframe interpolation and change current settings to linear. Click OK. Let's see it. Okay, select the middle keyframe. Let's move it down a little bit. Let's see again. Nice. Let's go to back main composition. Let's select the background 5, let's duplicate it and move it to the up. Select GIF 5, let's change the track matte to alpha matte the background 5. And go to pan behind, let's move it to here and change the scale of it. Like this. And move it to here. Nice. Let's see. Okay. Select GIF 5, let's link it to background 5. Select GIF 4, let's link it to background 4. Now it's time to make an animation for them. Okay. And go to here. Let's select the background 3. Go to the window, animation composer 3. Open the starter presets and transitions to the layer. Let's use overshot scale and press 2 in. And select these layers. Let's move them to here. Let's see. Okay, let's select this layer. Let's link it to background 3. Let's see again. Okay, let's do the same for all of them. Select this one, link it to background 4, and this one, background 5. Also this one to background 2, and this one to background 1. Let's see again. And go to GIF 3. Let's move the layers to the left a little bit. Let's see again. Nice. And then go to here. Let's select the GIF 4 background. Let's use the overshot scale and select these layers. Let's move them to the right. And also background 5. Let's press in. And let's close this window. Select the layers. Let's move them to here. Let's see now. Okay, we can move them to the right a little bit more. Let's see. Or maybe to the left a little bit. Let's see the full animation again. As you can see, this GIF one stays same. So let's make a loop animation for it. For that, let's go to GIF 1 and select these layers. Let's paste them like this for a randomly to make it loop. Also select this one. Let's go to here. Now let's paste like this. And these layers. You can do it randomly, like I do. It's up to you. Okay, let's see now. But as you can see, they're kinda fast. So let's select keyframes, hold out and move them to the right a little bit. Let's see now. Okay, also these keyframes, move them to the right to make it randomly. Let's see. Okay, let's see here. Nice. Let's do the same for the GIF 3. Let's go to GIF 3 layers and select the keyframes. Let's paste them randomly again. and this ones as well. Also, let's select these layers. Let's change the duration of them so it will not disappear. Let's see. Okay, lastly go to GIF 5. Let's do the same for the last gift. Okay, it's done. Let's preview it again fully. And lastly, let's move this hand to the right a little bit. For that, let's select this hand. Let's find it. Okay. Go to here. Last keyframe and go to 10 keyframe. Let's move it to the right and change the rotation and a little bit to the right. Let's see. But as you can see, there is a problem. So to fix that, let's select this position keyframe and go to here. Let's paste to here. Let's see. Okay, and select last two keyframes. Let's move them to the right to make it slowly. Nice. Let's go to here and press in. Let's preview it again. Also, as you see, there is a problem. So let's go to gift one, select the box one, and let's move it to the up. So it will not appear here. And also this layer, let's select the hand and move it to the down so it will not appear. Let's see again. Nice. So guys, thanks for watching my video. Please don't forget to subscribe channel and leave a comment in my video. See you in the next videos.